Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today's topic is sustainable product, which is brick. At the end of this lecture, students should be able to understand and explain about types and properties of the clay bricks, manufacturing process of bricks, the applications of brick, as well as types of mortar jointing. What is brick or masonry concrete bricks? Brick is a solid masonry unit which composed of inorganic, non-metallic materials. These materials are hardened or burned by heat or undergo chemical action to produce a brick. Brick is produced at variety of colors, shapes as well as textures. Clay bricks is actually made from mudstone, shale and slate. What is shale and slate? Shale and slate is another types of rock or mudstones. The shape obtained should retain without undue shrinkage, wrapping or cracking when the bricks are dry and also fired. We have three varieties of clay brick, which is common, facing and also engineering. For common clay bricks, it is actually used for general building works. This common clay bricks is not attractive, so it must undergo certain process which is rendering or plastering. They are widely used for foundations and also for externally and internally general construction. Vice versa for the facing clay bricks. Facing clay bricks is very beautiful and acceptable appearance. This is examples of double-story houses that using facing clay bricks. So we can see it is very attractive and don't need any plaster or surface treatments such as paint. Facing bricks may be said to combine the attractive appearance with the structural strength and good resistance to exposure. So types of facing clay bricks is very good. Then we have engineering clay bricks, which is high strength and also low water absorption, which is durability. Engineering clay bricks is actually very hard, dense and also true in shapes. These bricks are normally so impervious and absorb, of course, very little moisture, and usually used for load-bearing members. Quality of clay bricks are divided into three categories of quality, which is internal, ordinary, and also specials. Internal quality shows that or determines that the bricks is actually suitable for internal use only. For ordinary quality, it shows that the clay bricks is less durable than special quality, but it is normal durable in the external face of the building. Special quality, of course, show very durable even when used in situations of extreme exposure. For example, when the structure becomes saturated and be frozen due to the weather. The special quality bricks are specially made for retaining walls, sewerage plants or paving. The sewerage plant must be withstand high chemicals content of wastewater, which is acidic or alkali, so they need special quality of clay bricks. Then we go to the dimensions of clay bricks. We have two dimensions, which is the work size and the format size. What is the work size? Work size is the actual size of the brick. However, for format size is the actual size plus the thickness of the mortar joints. So the format size must be larger than the work size. So we can see here, format size is higher than the measurements of the work size. We have four parts of the clay bricks. We have rocks, Frogs is at the upper part, which is definitions is depressions in one or sometimes both of the bed surface of the press bed. Frog is smaller than the holes. Then we have Aries. Aries is the sharp edge formed by any two surfaces meeting at end angles. So line here is the Aries. So then we have head. Head is the short surface of the brick. However, face is the longer surface of the bricks. Okay, we go through for 5 types of clay bricks. Solid clay bricks is where the holes is lesser than the perforated. The size is less than 25% of the volume. And sometimes the solid clay bricks only have frogs, which is smallest, less than 20%. The quantity of the holes for solid clay bricks is up to 3 larger holes, and the area must be less than 3,250 mm squared. For perforated clay bricks, the holes is larger than the solid clay bricks. So here we can see it is larger than 25%. The quantity of the holes same as the solid, which is 3 larger holes. And the area of the holes must be less than 3,250 mm squared. Same as the solid clay bricks. And then we have hollow. Holes in the hollow clay bricks is larger than the small holes, larger than 25% of its volume. And then we have cellular. Cellular is different because the holes are closed at one end and more than 20% of its volume. Means that from in front you can see the holes for the cellular, but at the backs the holes are closed. And then we have the special shapes. Special shapes means that the shape is not common, which is not rectangular prism. The shape must be squints, radials, or bullnose. Okay, properties of clay bricks, we have 8 properties. First is water absorption, porosity, and suction. These properties is depend on the clay compositions, durations, and also temperature of firing. Okay, how we measure the water absorption is by the percentage of the increase in weight of a clay brick when it has been saturated. So we weight the initials of clay bricks and also after immersed in water for at least 24 hours. So the difference in weight is considered as water absorption percentage. Okay, secondly is density. The common density is 2600. And then we have resistant to chemicals attack. Ceramic bricks is very resistant to alkalis and acid. And also ceramic bricks can counter chemicals under extreme conditions. So it shows that it's suitable for chemicals plant or sewerage plant. And then properties, which is compressive strength. So the picture shows that how we do compressive strength for the clay bricks. Compressive strength is actually decreased with increasing porosity. And this strength is influenced by the clay composition and also firing. Okay, this compressive strength is actually limited by brittle fracture and sensitive to floor, which is associated with large particles, featured form during shaping, and also shrinkage cracks. Okay, then we have thermal properties. Thermal conductivity is controlled by the proportions of constituent, which is crystalline and also glassy. High bulk density has higher conductivity, means that the thermal properties will increase sharply when the moisture content increases. Okay, then we have efflorescent and soluble salt. We can see from the picture here we have white spot. This white spot is called as efflorescence of white salt. How it happens is by deposited by evaporation. This white spot is actually not harmful to bricks and it will disappear after a certain period of time. Okay, but we need to prevent the deposited of the white salt. How? We need to dry brush away before rendering or plastering a wall. Or we can use brick of low soluble salt content. Okay, then is moisture expansion. Fire brick ceramic show long-term expansion on exposure to moist air. So this means that ceramics is expand when there is a moist air. However, another types of brick will expand on being warm and shrink when cool. The expansion rate is actually depends on the mineralogy of fired clay, porosity as well as maximum firing temperature. Okay, last properties is behavior under the fire. So you can see what happened when the clay bricks is get fired. Okay, the fired materials is the performance under fire generally excellent. So we call it as fired materials. Thermal stress may produce small spalling, which is breaks into smaller pieces in certain types. Several fires may cause light or fusion of exposed faces. Okay, what types of clay bricks is the lower fire resistant? It is the perforated clay brick.